going on, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday so far. Welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is Hump Day, Wednesday, March 11th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Ronzo with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Get real, dude. Get real.
What?
We was talking about that earlier.
Oh,
that was for us.
That producer. Get real.
That
dude.
wasn't
Let's
for
get real
that
today.
wasn't for them.
Let's
That was
get real today.
that
in
was
the
for
news.
us.
Let's get real.
Is that what
dude.
you guys do?
No, it's not me.
Behind closed doors?
No.
What's going on here?
It was just a us thing, and he brought it to the people.
I wasn't involved, so I don't know what you people are talking about.
We can't tell Million nothing no more.
Get real, dude.
Oh, Lana, hold on now. Just now realize now we got a little rivalry going on. I got to join the tech one, baby.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Something was in the air. Just
Yeah.
said, gotta wear
Let me
my,
put my computer down so you can see my
Represent.
thing. Yeah, hold on now.
Okay.
Alrighty, so diving into the news, a lot going on per usual. Reza Pahlavi says it is almost time for Iranians to take over their government. This is really breaking news. Remember, Reza Pahlavi is the old Shah of Iran's son. Shah means king, basically, essentially. And he's been living in exile for decades. In fact, he was living right here in the United States for a while. And he is who the people reportedly want to lead them instead of their current leadership, which they say is oppressive. So he just posted on X about 7 hours ago, "Dear fellow compatriots, we are now in a very sensitive stage of our final struggle. I ask you to prepare your essential needs as soon as possible, and for the sake of your own security, leave the streets and stay in your homes. Continue the strike and do not show up for work. To demonstrate your unity, keep up the nighttime chants with full force. To the military and security forces, this is the last chance to separate yourselves from the repressive forces and join the people. Await my final call." Again, that was 7 hours ago. And then actually I just checked an hour ago, he posted something that's very similar to that. He said, we're now at the decisive stage of our final struggle. Again, he urged people to secure their essential provisions as soon as possible. And he said for their own safety, withdraw from the streets and remain in their homes and just continue to strike and not show for work, and to continue those nightly chants to show the unity. And I don't know what's about to happen because that sounds like something is about to happen.
Almost like how when they gave us them crab legs, and you know how they gave the army people the crab legs, and that's what it sounded like to me. Like, oh, okay.
You're talking about when they give people in the army really nice dinners,
good food
ahead of something major, some kind of major operation. Yeah. And actually, I thought it was interesting because I had just seen the Prime Minister of Israel's account say the same thing. And Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of Israel, but his account had said last night, this was 18 hours ago, not 5. That's just when I screenshotted it. The Ayatollah is no more, and I know you don't want him replaced with another tyrant, so you must act. We are creating the conditions for you to do so. We've hit countless regime targets. We've taken out thousands of IRGC thugs and hundreds of their missile launchers. We're focused on regime targets and are doing our best not to harm the people of Iran. We are your ally, your best ally. We fully respect your sovereignty, culture, and heritage. You asked for help, and help has arrived." He went on to say, they're going to keep on hitting the tyrants who terrorized them for decades, that the Ayatollahs and their henchmen are on the run, but they have nowhere to hide. And in the coming days, they're going to create the conditions for them to grasp their destiny. They said their dreams will be a reality. And when the time is right, and that time is fast approaching, we're going to pass the torch to you. Be ready to seize the moment.
What does that mean?
I don't really know what that means for them, but what he's trying to say is, whatever's about to happen is about to lead to the conditions where you guys should be overthrowing your government. Like, the time is almost upon us. I thought the time, like, I had been
passed.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I thought that, because that's what Trump said right after they first went in. After Israel first killed the Ayatollah, and the U.S. went in and hit like hundreds of targets across Iran. Trump, the first thing he said was, hey, seize your government and take control, and all these security forces, you guys need to lay down your weapons and join the people. If you do that now, then we won't kill you later, but later on we'll kill you. So this is the time to do that. That hasn't happened yet. So now Israel's prime minister and Reza Pahlavi, the opposition leader, is saying the time is almost upon us. So I don't know what's about to happen, But that would suggest something is about to happen.
You know what's weird? You know how ever since we've been talking about this, or these other countries and these other leaders over in their countries, and how we're always telling these people to like overthrow y'all's. I've never heard one person say for us to overthrow our country though. Once I don't know. Am I missing something? Like nobody's ever said like, yo, the Americans, y'all should overthrow Trump and y'all should go in there. And is it because we're scared? What's the dealio?
Look,
y'all answer my question. What's the dealio?
Do you remember a couple of months ago when this was all really popping off, and it started with the protests? And I had pulled up one of Trump's posts on True Social, and it said like storm your institutions and take over. And at that point I was like, what an odd thing to say. Like, I've never seen another leader tell another country's people to rise up and take over. I thought it was odd at that point. That was just when they were protesting over economic conditions. Fast forward, they had this whole thing in the works. So they were hoping that they would take over, and from what I've heard, a lot of Iranians would like to kick this regime out of there. That's why I'm curious as to why that hasn't happened yet. There's a couple of reasons. First of all, they're not armed. So the people can't just...
okay.
How are we going to do it? I'm going to fist fight somebody with a gun?
Yeah, true.
So, I don't know what they're saying they can do, but the time is nigh, apparently.
Dang. I think the closest we did was, January 6th?
That's what I was thinking.
That would be,
that was like the closest we got to overthrowing our government.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really necessarily have to tell us to overthrow our government. I mean, people are trying every day almost, it seems.
I guess, yeah.
Not for real, though.
Well, the dude that went to the Mar-a-Lago, we don't know what he tried. We don't know what he was doing, but any smart person would be like, hey, bro, you was there to like to take out the president. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we do. I guess they don't need to tell us at this point.
We've had multiple assassination attempts on Trump. We've had multiple people trying to going up to like public areas, public spaces, with weapons, trying to do something that we've reported on. It's like, I don't know. I feel like America is already, nobody needs to tell America to fight back against America, because America be fighting back against ourselves.
I do hear what you're saying, actually, but I think the difference is one or two or a couple of people doing something, and you saying, country, literally rise up and throw your government out, because that's happened a couple of times in Nepal. I think in some country in Africa, literally Gen Z has risen up and thrown their government out, burned down their buildings, and had the government on the run. That's like saying the U.S. has done something that had Trump and Vance and Hegseth on a boat fleeing the country. That hasn't,
not happened. It's just not happening.
You know what? It's not happening. So the fact that that's what they're trying to get these guys to do is interesting. And Israel said, their prime minister, as we had in that tweet, he said that is happening, that the Ayatollah and his henchmen are on the run. So that's where it's like, I have not seen that, but that's what they're saying.
And you know how we kept on saying, like, we don't know if the people are actually for Iran or against Iran, the people that's actually in Iran. I had seen recently a report that like the Iranian soccer girls team or something like that had like refused to sing the national anthem, and a couple of them seeked asylum out in Australia or something like that. So it's like, maybe people really don't mess with the regime over there. Maybe us calling for help is actually needed over there. Maybe these people actually do want some sort of change. I just don't want American troops to be the ones to be changing stuff. That's all.
What
That's
I've been saying for weeks.
No.
What?
No, I'm saying though, no, I've been hearing you say it, but also we've been hearing multiple different reports that people in Iran actually do support the government also, the regime there also. So it's like, which propaganda was I taking? And I'm seeing people actually leaving out of there, like the Iranian girls soccer team. It's like, that's kind of interesting to me. I don't know.
Okay, then I guess I just need to be more clear. It's split. It is split in Iran.
I'm saying I know that. I'm saying I know that it's split, and I'm here with you on that. I know that it's split, but maybe it's even more on the side of the people really don't mess with the regime.
Okay.
Maybe it tilts more on that side. I'm just saying.
This is the premise of everything we've been talking about for weeks, that this was supported by a lot of the people. The confusing part was learning that there were people in Iran who were supporting the government. I didn't know that. From everything I had been told, people wanted this regime out resoundingly. I've been confused at seeing any of the support in general. And Trump has a ton of support here as much as he has hate here. So I'm assuming a lot of these governments operate in the same kind of realm of like, some of us hate you, some of us love you. And I think that's what's going on there. I didn't know the government had that much support in Iran, to be honest.
Word.
But I can show you what Iran has looked like, because again, they have a CNN reporter out there, and actually he had to run for his life. Recently, you can hear it actually. Hold on.
Supposed to be getting out of here as fast as possible.
So you can hear that bomb kind of go off in the background, and he was saying we were told to get out as fast as possible. So that was a site where they were actually filming in and had been filming in the night before as well. So this was, I guess, a doubles tap type situation. Not a double tap in the sense of double tap back to back, but like it had been hit previously already. So this was in the east of Tehran, and apparently, people started taking whatever they could salvage out of there. But this was devastating. You know what I mean? Imagine you show back up to your house and it looks like that. Now that guy gave an interview.
I was in the basement and was thrown against the opposite wall. I was under the rubble. That's it. I don't know what else. I'm sorry.
Is this the same CNN reporter that's been out there?
The same one, yeah, that's the same.
Oh man, I feel
yeah.
so bad for dude because he didn't know what he signed up for, bro.
Man, but that just made it so real to me. You know what I mean?
He probably was. He does not know what he signed up for. He probably thought this was gonna be all right, man. Just another war talk, or we going out there to cover some stuff, bruh. Bombs. He like, oh, get me home, get me home, bruh.
Yeah, I really don't know what he thought and what CNN thought they were gonna walk into.
Yeah,
because he's clearly been covering this effort on before anything really happened. Remember, he went to cover it right after the protests had ended. Those initial protests had ended, and he was like, already doing some coverage. So I'm assuming they must have thought that this was not going to get as nasty as it's gotten.
For sure, bro. Or they wouldn't have sent him out there.
Yeah.
Or he wouldn't have. Well, either they would have sent him out there and he would have choked, but he wouldn't have probably picked this story up, bro.
He may not have gotten this close. I think that's what was surprising to me, because usually, even if you're going to cover it, you don't go where the blast radius is supposed to go. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really supposed to die on the job in this way.
He said, I'm dying. He said, I'm getting this coverage regardless if my life is taken. I'm with this.
Yeah. So, you see people across the Middle East, but they're in places that aren't in a direct blast radius. So, this just broke my heart. Now, people in Israel are getting it too. I will say the video is a lot harder to find. It's a lot harder to find. And I think that's strategic, obviously. I think that there's just this sense that you don't want the enemy to know how badly they're hitting you. So, I found this video. This was from a site called Euronews, and I'd seen Euronews do interviews with politicians across the world. So I believe them to be legitimate, and they had at least a glimpse more than what we're getting here in the United States. And, the U.S. is still saying only 7 U.S. troops have died so far, but now they've said more than 140 U.S. troops have been wounded, some severely. So we're definitely getting impacted here. Our guys are getting impacted in all this.
Wait, what is this? Is this like no, I'm saying, is this like a little shelter? Was
that
like
would have been like a bunker, yeah.
Like a bunker shelter? Okay. So there are safe spots for them to go.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And the Israeli people, they often have to do stuff like this. Like they're, what is that anti-missile craft thing they have called? The stuff that goes in and thwarts the missiles. And not anti-aircraft, it's called the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome that they have that's supposed to intercept missiles. That was a huge technology development for them, because it was some of the first times that they were able to actually live their lives. Like, I think I was watching kind of the making of this Iron Dome, and it was actually a couple years after the Iron Dome had come out, and it was saying that for years, Israelis would just hear these sirens and have to run into bunkers, but after the Iron Dome was created and some of these interceptors were really fleshed out in a way that it would work, it was the first time they could see it, coming at them and getting intercepted and not have to run into a bunker and just get to live their life. So I feel for them, man. Like, that'd be crazy to have to live like that.
And we're seeing what the aftermath of all this over here from, this is just me asking, like, it's a question and a statement at the same time. So we're feeling the aftermath over here in America because of, the gas and things like that, because of what we're doing right now, correct?
The gas and all that is because of the war, yes, 1,000%. And part of me is kind of upset that Americans are so upset about the gas prices. I mean, I get it in the sense that this was not necessary. This was a war of choice. If you ask some people, it was a war of necessity. If you ask others, but the U.S. and Israel did start this, call a spade a spade. And so they're saying the gas prices as that. But at the same time, people are dying for this. People who support this are dying right now and running into bomb shelters. And then we get on the news, the gas price. It's like, it could be so much freaking worse. But I will say, I don't know if this war is going as well as the U.S. is saying it is. Maybe it is. Maybe time will tell, and we all just need to trust the process. But if you believe the people coming out of classified briefings, this is low-key going terribly. There were some senators that just got classified information about this, and they came out of that briefing spooked. One of them is Senator Richard Blumenthal, and he said he walked out of that closed-door classified briefing dissatisfied and angrier than he has from any past briefing in his 15 years in the Senate. He said he left with more questions than answers, especially about the cost of the war. He said that Russia and China are definitely helping Iran with intelligence and maybe more. And he says that he feels like this is definitely heading towards putting U.S. boots on the ground. And here's a bit from him.
We seem to be on a path toward deploying American troops on the ground in Iran to accomplish any of the potential objectives here. We see.
So he's saying whatever their objectives are, won't happen without putting boots on the ground. From what he heard, he said this was a war of choice made by the president, not chosen by the American people, and that there are potentially huge consequences to American lives here, specifically the troops.
I think we can do this without having people go over there, bro. What y'all think? Y'all think it's necessary for us to need people over there?
It depends on what the change that we're trying to make is. If we want regime change, it's difficult to just change a whole government just by dropping bombs. You need other people there you need actual troops there in order to, get the change done and solidify the change. But, that's if we want regime change. In the first place, we don't even know if we want regime change. I mean, they keep on saying they don't want it, but then there's other people that are saying that Trump wants it. He wants to pick the new leader. So we don't know what we want to do.
Seriously. And I think that's part of the problem. And what he said would have been bad enough, but then Senator Chris Murphy hopped on X and really laid it out. So he said in like a handful of posts, I was in a 2-hour briefing today on the Iran war. All the briefings are closed because Trump can't defend this war in public. I obviously can't disclose classified info, but you deserve to know how incoherent and incomplete these war plans are. And here's what I can share. He says, maybe the lead is that the war goals do not involve destroying Iran's nuclear weapons program. This is surprising since Trump says over and over, this is a key goal. But then, of course, we already know airstrikes can't wipe out their nuclear material. That was the first part. Second, they confirmed regime change is also not on the list. So they are going to spend hundreds of billions of your taxpayer dollars, get a whole bunch of Americans killed, and a hardline regime, probably a more anti-American hardline regime, will still be in charge. Like we were talking about yesterday, the new Ayatollah was chosen, and the U.S., well, really, Israel just killed his dad, his mom, his wife, possibly his child or his niece or nephew, I think like a sister. So it's like, that's the person who's now in charge over there. And then he says, okay, so then what are the goals? It seems primarily destroying lots of missiles and boats and drone factories. But the question that stumped them, what happens when you stop bombing and they restart production? They hinted at more bombing, which is, of course, endless war. And finally, he says, on the Strait of Hormuz, they had no plan. I can't go into more detail about how Iran gums up the strait, but suffice it to say right now, they don't know how to get it safely back open, which is unforgivable because this part of the disaster was 100% foreseeable. I said, well, dang. I said a lot.
We're unplanned and unprepared is basically what he's saying, though, and that's alarming because we're, like you said, we're taking lives here
With no goal.
in, like, oh my God, I'm more scared now. I mean, I'm under the impression that they're not telling the people, the masses, the civilians, they're not telling us the real reason why they're out there. But if they're not even telling the representatives why they're out there, what are we doing? Who knows?
Look, man, exactly.
Who's the people that knows?
Now, there are a lot of Republicans who still support this now. You know what I mean? And they are going down swinging. They totally feel like this is necessary, that Trump and that Israel did what they had to do, and they saved the world by preventing them from having a nuclear weapon, even though he's now saying he doesn't feel like that's even the goal, but that's besides the point. But for these reasons, I don't really think it's going well. As a reminder, though, of what Trump said the end looked like. Remember, he said that it looked like them, crying uncle. And we had this quote. In fact, this was March 7th. This is what he said about...
Of what unconditional surrender looks like to you? I mean, what do you want from Iran?
I said unconditional, not conditional. I said unconditional. It's where they cry uncle or when they can't fight any longer, there's nobody around to cry uncle. That could happen too, because we've wiped out their leadership numerous times already. So it's if they surrender or if there is nobody around to surrender, but they're rendered useless in terms of military.
So that's what he said, March 7th. Excuse me. March 7th. 3 days later, yesterday, Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, is saying, well, actually, Trump will decide when Iran has surrendered, even if they don't say it. And here's it coming out her mouth.
Iran is in a place of unconditional surrender. He's not claiming the Iranian regime is going to come out and say that themselves. What the president means is that Iran's threats will no longer be backed by a ballistic missile arsenal that protects them from building a nuclear bomb in their country. I could make an empty threat, but if I have no actions to back it up, then it's an empty threat. And so President Trump will determine when Iran is in a place of unconditional surrender, when they no longer pose a credible and direct threat to the United States of America and our allies.
So now Trump is going to decide when Iran has surrendered, even if they don't say it.
That don't even make no sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
How you tell somebody, hey, you surrendered? No, I didn't. No, you did. Look at me in my eyes. You did surrender. You did.
So in history, unconditional surrendering looks like somebody signing a treaty. That government signing a treaty. Like in Germany, they had to sign a treaty once they lost in World War II. The Japan government had to sign a treaty before they lost. And like usually they'll say, yeah, you can't make any amendments to this treaty that we're offering you. But America hasn't even given them a treaty saying, hey, this is what we want when you unconditionally surrender. So now it's like, what is the government supposed to really do in this? Like, how are we supposed to determine what is not a surrendering?
And Trump says that it's when they don't have any missiles left, they don't have any weaponry left, but they already said that happened already.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? They said that they already blasted it all to smithereens. They ain't got no Air Force, they ain't got no Navy, they ain't got no nothing like left. They have 25% of missiles, but that's like nothing, and their weaponry is at a trickle at this point. But we keep seeing more and more attacks. You know what I mean? So I don't know what these people are doing at this point. To me, it doesn't look like Iran is anywhere close to just surrendering. Everything I've seen, and I don't know if Iranian leadership right now is just posturing and lying, because obviously lies go around in the fog of war. But from what I've seen, I think we might have a post from, who is this? The Speaker of the Islamic Republic of Iran's parliament. He was saying, we're not looking for a ceasefire. We think the aggressor must be punished and taught a lesson that will deter them from ever doing this again. They call this a Zionist regime that's constantly perpetuated a vicious cycle of war and negotiations and ceasefires and then war again throughout its history. And we're going to break this cycle and let the enemy know that whatever they do, we're going to respond with a proportionate and immediate retaliation. No malice will go unanswered. Today, we decree the rule of an eye for an eye, bluntly without exception. And remember, they had freaking little girls killed on like the first day of all of this. And that is not nothing. The U.S. is slowly, almost kind of admitting that it was definitely the U.S., but they're also still saying we're just investigating still. Some senators, some lawmakers have come out and said, it's looking like it was us and I'm sorry, but Pete Hegseth, President Trump, none of the military leadership are saying anything about the United States being at fault for this. They're saying, well, maybe the Iranians misfired on themselves. That's all we've really gotten as far as an excuse. So, bro, I mean, from what I've seen, unless they're just lying to their people and lying for the internet and lying to the public, which they absolutely could be, everything I've seen has been them saying, we are not anywhere close to letting y'all do this again and ending this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, it is still like posturing. I think it's posturing from Iran because, I mean, if you would have did it, I would have guessed if you really had something in the tuck, like you was really like, you have that thing on you, you would use it by now. I mean, we've been taking out a lot of their factories, oil refineries, all types of stuff. Like we've been just destroying their economy even more than we've already been doing. If I was in their position, I would have been pull my Trump card out, but I don't know. I think it's just posturing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. It totally could be. I mean, but it just the fact that it's not over yet is very interesting.
And I respect them for not even like giving up completely. I give him that respect. I give him that respect.
Even one of those generals actually gave them some respect for that. Like they were like, they're fighting hard. They're not just, rolling over and giving up. I mean, I would hope this is over soon because this is costing a lot of money. The U.S. military actually used more than $5 billion worth of munitions in the first 2 days of this war. This is not something you can just replace. You know what I mean? So they just burnt through all these advanced weapon systems, all these long-range precision guided munitions. All of this stuff is just like gone. And, it's I hope they know what they're doing. That's why I was so disturbed by what Chris Murphy said. Y'all did all this and there may be no off-ramp. So I don't know what these people have going on.
Nobody does except whoever's controlling them.
Okay, so we have a bit more to tell you about Iran, specifically the Strait of Hormuz, because that whole thing has gotten stupid. But we will talk about that and so much more after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. We're here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News. We see you guys in the comments. Super duper C, you are agreeing with Million. Alto Keys, you're saying, remember when we were complaining about Biden being boring and sleepy? I want to go back.
Exactly.
No cap.
Please.
Like, real talk. We was, man, it was so peaceful.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun seeing him stutter around. You
Exactly.
know?
Fall off bikes.
I'm saying, like, he was really chill. He ain't really do much.
He didn't bother anybody.
I miss Bernie Sanders. That's what I really miss. Bernie
Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. I wish Bernie Sanders got to be president one time. Just for a year, bruh. Imagine how this world would be if Bernie Sanders was the president, bruh.
You know what? I haven't heard from him in a while.
Exactly. He said y'all weren't rocking with him. He's out. Y'all don't want to hear what he has to say. He's done.
Actually, I think I have a story in here. He's still working, for the people.
Probably, yeah, for sure.
But I don't, I haven't heard of any of him trying to be a president in a long time.
You remember when Bernie Sanders, like the height of Bernie Sanders, everybody was like,
he was on
Bernie Sanders. I was like, oh, snap, we about to have like a super liberal in the office, dog. Like extra liberal.
Man.
What?
Yeah, Bernie. Okay. Back to it. We were talking about how America is blowing through money for this war and spent like $5.6 billion in munitions in the first 2 days, which they did drop a lot, in the first 2 days. But in Israel, they are going through it as well. They say they need billions more dollars for this war effort. So Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich, who announcing that they got an updated budget that's going to add tens of billions of shekels for the war effort.
Is that their currency? Shekels?
Oh, yes.
Oh, shekels.
Yeah, shekels.
That sounds very
historic.
Slavish.
Biblical.
Who's giving billions more?
Great question. They're talking about this for themselves, but I was literally thinking, you better not look this way.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Oh, my God. I was about to say, man. Oh, my God.
But I swear that's coming. Bro, I swear that's coming.
Oh, my God. I hope it doesn't.
I know.
Man.
Don't we print money every day? How we be running out of money?
Isn't that a good question of how the U.S. prints money and has poor people?
And we're in debt. And we're
in debt.
And like, don't we print this stuff every day? Like, what? Something's not adding up.
Yeah.
The math ain't somebody stealing.
Somebody's lying and stealing.
Come on now. Because we print it every day. And there's still trees out here to cut down to make more money. So what we doing, bro? I'm so confused.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. Okay. So we know it's inflation. It was just a joke. But we haven't even gotten to the whole mine layers in the Strait of Hormuz problem. So we talked about how Iran is threatening to attack ships that try to make it through the Strait of Hormuz, which is where like 20 to 30% of the world's oil flows through. It impacts a lot of countries, and it's basically like a tiny little strip of water that connects the Persian Gulf with the wide open ocean, and all those countries that produce a ton of oil use this route. So a lot of countries need this route to be open, and Iran is saying, y'all ain't about to do nothing with that. The IRGC, that Iran's Revolutionary Guard, said that we control it, and if you pass, we're attacking you until this war is over. And what they're trying to do, at least from what I've seen, is basically hurt the whole world's economy so desperately that other countries step in and try to convince the U.S. and Israel to stop attacking. So they're just saying, like, yeah, we don't even have to bomb you guys. We don't have to do anything. We just have to choke this off and hope that this shows you guys that we got a lot more power than you guys think we do. So now U.S. intelligence is reporting that Iran might have started putting naval mines in the Strait of Hormuz, and mines are basically underwater bombs. It's like a booby trap. So this is really tricky for the United States to deal with because they're cheap, they're easy to deploy, they can be dropped from small fishing boats and speedboats. Cargo ships can just be dropped from like literally anything. Iran is said to have hundreds or possibly thousands of them. They're hard to spot even with a radar because they're underwater. And navies do have special mine-sweeping ships or drones or divers, but clearing these mines can take days or weeks. And even a single explosion near a tanker can cause insurance companies to shut it all down and stop shipping because they don't even want to deal with the money. So Trump posted on Truth Social and said, they better not be doing that. They better freaking not. The Post said if Iran has put out any mines in the Hormuz Strait, and we have no reports of them doing so, we want them removed immediately. If for any reason mines are placed and they are not removed forthwith, the military consequences to Iran will be at a level never seen before. If, on the other hand, they remove what may have been placed, it will be a giant step in the right direction. Additionally, we are using the same technology and missile capabilities deployed against drug traffickers to permanently eliminate any boat or ship attempting to mine the Hormuz Strait, aka we're gonna bomb them. So, even after that, there are reports today that cargo ships had been hit by somebody. There were 3 ships, from I think it was the UK, Thailand, and Japan, had cargo vessels that were hit by unidentified projectiles, and it caused fires and evacuations. And so this didn't seem to do anything. I will say the U.S. then did start bombing ships that they thought might be mine layers. And then Central Command actually posted video of it saying, look at what we're doing out here. Boom, just blowing these all to smithereens. And this is on the even small case that they might have been laying mines. Just any kind of threat, we're just going to get rid of it.
Yeah, those look like some small ships. A mine that could take out an American ship is on those small ships.
And you know what's crazy? It's just like these munitions probably cost a lot of money.
Real talk.
And if they just start hitting fishing boats, it's like, y'all just blowing through this stuff, huh?
Just doing anything, bro. Just doing anything. But, I mean, if they are doing that, I just want America to be punched in the mouth a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Just punch us in the mouth a little bit, bro.
Million?
No, mind you,
You want us to be punched in the mouth?
I've never
Wait
told...
a minute. Hold.
I'm trying to get to
Say it
what
to
I
the
have
camera.
to say. Yes. I want America to get punched in the mouth a little bit, not take us out. And I've been on this wave. I've never been okay with us going out to Iran, especially for no reason at all. So yes, we need to learn our lesson. Leave these Iranians alone. We don't care what their regime is doing. So if they do have mines, this is what I was talking about. If they have some weapon to stop us, I would have been used it. And if they have it, hey, it is what it is. It's war.
Your point, oh my gosh, our producer just sent us a message. It usually costs $1 to $5 million per missile to destroy or disable a ship.
Jeez.
Crazy.
So that's a lot of money to just like blast now. And they say they hit 16 of those.
I saw a representative, I forgot his name, but he was like, he had a tracker of how much we've actually spent. It was like at like 9 billion. It was at like 9 billion already.
That's crazy. So then there was this whole other like plot that kind of emerged from all of this because all these countries, again, are trying to figure out what to do. Their economies are tanking. Our gas prices are high. And if this continues on for much longer, any company that relies on oil, which is like almost all of them because they have to get stuff to their facility, right? So all this stuff might start getting more and more expensive. We got to pay more for the oil to get the product here. You got to pay more for the product that we shipped in. So this is going to slowly be more and more of a problem if they can't figure this thing out. The U.S., again, floated sending the Navy to escort ships. And yesterday, they actually said that they did. Kind of did a pump fake with this. So if we could show you this post, this was the energy secretary who said this and actually made Iran start trolling them. Not this one. Dang. You didn't read that. This is Secretary Chris Wright. President Trump is maintaining stability of global energy during the military operations against Iran. The U.S. Navy successfully escorted an oil tanker through the Strait of Hormuz to ensure oil remains flowing to global markets. And everybody was pumped because that meant oil dipped. And it did. It dipped down to like $80-something, and it had hit like 100, 120 or something crazy the other day. So it dipped down because people thought, okay, that means it is protected. Thank goodness. We're not going to have some crazy supply crisis. So this is amazing. Shipments aren't being blocked. Let's freaking go. Then they had to delete it. quickly delete it because that didn't happen. Reporters started hearing that wasn't true at all. And then Caroline Leavitt came out and said, oh, wait, yeah, no, that's something that Trump can do, but it has not been done, but it's still, something that President Trump is weighing, whatever. And then the Department of Energy blamed a staff member and said that it was determined to be incorrectly captioned by Department of Energy staff. Didn't say who posted it or how that very clear statement made it on there under his account, but they just deleted it. And then what got millions of views on X was what the Speaker of Islamic Republic of Iran's parliament posted on X about it. The same dude from earlier. An oil tanker crossed Strait of Hormuz escorted by U.S. Navy ships, maybe on PlayStation.
They talking. Them boys talking. Oh, them boys talking, bro.
It's not funny.
Crazy to get excited about that, Brett.
No, because this is huge, bro. Like they're saying, like, so for real, y'all thought y'all was like that for real? Show me the receipts, and we don't have them. We deleted it.
They deleted it because it wasn't true.
That is sick.
And it's something where it's like it's easily verifiable, and that's why I thought it was interesting that they just try to blame it on a staffer because that is what they always do. Even if it was somebody important in an important role, they'll just say a staffer did it. So now you're saying a staffer has access to the Department of Energy's Twitter or X page. It's like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even if they did, what kind of staffer would make the biggest freaking news of life without having it double checked by 1,000 different people to make sure? Because that was major news. Oil prices dipped, and when he deleted it, boop, they went back up. You know, many people might have lost money. I think they're playing games at this point.
Lost major money.
Oh, that's huge.
If that was an accident, and the way my conspiracy brain works is, what if I just told a couple of people, look, we better post this. Make you move.
Yep.
Because we got to delete it right afterwards. And the people just get to make moves. I don't know what these people have going on.
You ain't far off now. I'm pretty sure you probably not far off from that one, bro.
Wouldn't be surprised. And then I learned that Ukraine is heading to the Gulf to help out with all of this. Ukraine is still at war with Russia. What are you guys going for? That is crazy. They've been at a war with Russia for 5 years. This is Volodymyr Zelensky, which is Ukraine's president. He says our team is now on its way to the Gulf region where they can help protect lives and stabilize the situation. Don't you have lives to protect in a situation to stabilize in Ukraine right now? That is crazy to me. So, the invasion actually began in 2022, the first full scale. So it's about 4 or 5, depending on who you ask, of when that really starts. But the point is, they've been fighting for years. And so the U.S. apparently requested Ukraine's help defending Gulf allies against the Shahed drones. I don't know how you say that. But I guess they have a lot of interaction with those and a lot of experience at this point with those because of the war with Russia. So they're asking them to come in and just help figure all this out. Ukraine has deployed a bunch of interceptor drones and counter drone teams and specialists and all that kind of stuff that they feel like maybe they can use in this situation. So I'm like, if it was going well and the war was won and the war was over, why are we calling in another country who's also at war to come in and help? Help for what? The war is over. So that's why I'm like, I think it must not be going well. But at the same time, that Shah's son, Reza Pahlavi, and Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, said the time is nigh. It's almost time to go in and, take over your government with no guns. But apparently, from Ukraine's side, they're sending in a small team, devil's advocate, who really know what they're doing, and they feel like it's not going to impact them that much. So Ukraine's contributions are focused on high-value, low-footprint support that draws on specialized knowledge, and it's a small team of military experts and drone specialists. So they're not just sending troops or sending whatever. But the Ukraine has been asking the U.S. for help and been getting spotty things. Ironically, Trump and the Republicans were the ones saying the whole time, stop giving Ukraine money.
Exactly.
Stop helping them. This has nothing to do with us. And Trump ran on, why are we giving them money? I could end this war that never should have started, and it wouldn't have started without me. Now, Zelensky's probably sitting over there like, well, how the tides turn. You need my help? They're going to start asking us for more help.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Shoot.
Especially because there was reports out there that Russia was actually helping Iranians find they was giving information about America out. So it's like, dang, like you said that you was gonna break this whole debacle up, but they're still plotting on us,
plotting and planning.
This is sick, man. This is crazy. But I'm glad that Ukraine is getting involved though, because I mean we have put that billions of dollars over there. Might as well put it to work,
right?
Before we put our troops out there.
But I do now wonder if, because there's still negotiations going on about how the Russia and Ukraine war ends, and the U.S. is rolling that, and what the U.S. is supposed to be getting back from them for all of the support. I wonder if Ukraine is like, yeah, we might need to go back to the negotiating table on that. If you want our help, stop what we're doing and go help you. I mean, this puts so many people in different, interesting positions.
If they do that, that's sick.
Bro.
That's foul. I don't rock with that. We gave them so much money. The whole reason why they're able to fight back for real against Russia is because of the amount of money we put into there. They better send them troops. They better, whatever we ask, you better send them when we ask for them. All right?
That's funny. But they are. And so hopefully that helps. I mean, hopefully that helps. But outside of all of this, and in crazy news that was going viral, honestly, yesterday, Pete Hegseth, the Department of War Secretary, has been revealed to have been spending money on crazy stuff. What do you think the craziest thing a person in office could spend money on? Like, don't say anything like illegal, but just like say, like, what's the craziest thing if you're like, man, it'd be real crazy if they spent money on this.
Look at Dale. He's thinking. I know he got something to say. Go ahead, Dale.
I don't know.
Cars. I'm thinking cars.
Okay.
I mean, some planes. Didn't they, what's the lady name? Didn't she?
Plane, Christy Nome. She was spending money on
planes
for
and
deportation.
Yeah.
Just had a
Not
queen
her
size
plane.
bedroom and
I don't
4
know.
TVs.
I don't know. Gambling. You know what I'm saying?
Not illegal. Okay.
That's not illegal. That's legal.
Okay.
Throwing dice in the office.
That's shooting craps. I don't know what. I mean, I'm trying to think of like what would if you got that much money, what would you spend it on?
Because we're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars.
I mean, go get a monkey.
Oh,
I see you guys. Houses. Okay. Office furniture. You're saying.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I'll spend it on something stupid. So
Okay.
you don't want to know my answer.
So apparently, Pete Hegseth signed off on $6.9 million for lobster tail.
Dang.
That's my kind of person.
A lobster tail? That's just one lobster tail?
Yeah, probably a couple of tails.
Hold on now. Let me see how much lobster tail costs right now.
Certainly not $6.9 million.
That's what I'm trying to say.
$2 million for Alaskan king crab, $15.1 million for ribeye steak, $1 million for salmon, almost $140,000 for donuts, and $124,000 for ice cream machines.
Man, you know what, bro? I was about to say that man got a pretty good diet because that is very protein heavy. That was a very protein heavy diet, and then he killed it with the donuts and the ice cream.
Bro, I swear to God, when you asked the question, I almost said food, but I was like, nah, that's just me being fat. That's just me being fat. That's what I would have did. I would have put it on some food, but the fact that it was actually food?
It's food, but it doesn't stop there.
Oh, it keeps going?
Pentagon dropped $225 million on furniture, including $12,000 for fruit basket stands.
Oh my God.
Under Hegseth, the Department of War also blew nearly $6 billion on information technology, including $3.5 billion for cable television.
Yeah, you know they ain't never been broke in their life.
$5.3 million for Apple devices and $4 million for Samsung devices.
Yep, they ain't never been broke.
And you know what? I don't know where all this stuff goes. I really don't. But I was just thinking, I wonder if they just buy all this stuff and then get to give it to all their people.
Probably.
All this stuff, because we're not even just talking about stuff adults may want. $1.8 million was spent on musical instruments.
Oh my God, what is going on?
That's why I'm like, what's the stupidest thing you could think of? Because I can top it.
About to start a band. What is going on?
Apparently, nearly $99,000 went to a grand piano for the Air Force Chief of Staff's house. $26,000 for a violin and $21,750 for a handmade Japanese flute.
They have been saying this whole time when he was running how corrupt the Pentagon is under the Biden administration. They were spending billions of dollars on toilets, but you're spending it on flutes, clarinets, dog.
Bro, this seems like the type of stuff Doge was supposed to be getting on top of.
That's what I'm saying. Elon Musk was on this whole train saying how corrupt they are. This is wild.
Y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but
you ain't mad at him?
I'm with it.
It's your money, so I'm glad you are with them getting all this
Facts.
stuff.
You ain't
Because you're
touching it.
paying for
I'm
it.
with it.
You paying for it, but you ain't touching
It's okay.
You still got to pay for your lobster tail, dog.
It's okay.
Why are you with it?
I'm with it. I like seeing the luxury. I like seeing people living in luxury.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
With your money?
Even if it's with my bread. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So go
with
give
my
your
bread.
money out to a homeless man right now. Just let him live in luxury.
I give my money to homeless people all the time.
How much do you give?
I gave a homeless person $100 one time. Yeah, man, because that's what we got it over here.
No, excuse us. Excuse us.
Yeah.
Big dog over here.
Excuse
Yeah.
us.
That's why
We're
it don't
lying.
bother. That's why it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. All right. Okay.
I didn't know you had many.
Get what you coming.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm really joking. Yeah, that does itch me the wrong way. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, it definitely does itch me the wrong way because that was my next question is is this our money? But I guess you guys told me that it is our money.
Yes.
And now I feel like I need to come over there and play that piano. Let me hold that flute for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me watch some TV over at y'all house. Throw me one of them phones.
Real talk.
Imagine you go, you don't have to buy a phone, you don't have to buy cable, you don't have to buy flutes, all like whatever you want to do, like whatever your kids want to do. Because where is all that going? You know what I mean? Certainly you didn't buy one flute with that amount of money. Now the money comes from a pot that apparently the Department of Defense, the Department of War, has to spend to keep their current funding moving forward. It's like use it or lose it money. So they get to the very end of whatever budget year or whatever budget period they have, and they have use it or lose it spending that always ends up in this rush where agencies will burn through budget authority before the fiscal year ends so they don't get a smaller future allocation, AKA if you don't spend all this money, then the people who sign the check says, oh, you didn't need all this money then.
Exactly.
So we should give you less because you clearly didn't use what you were already given.
Yep.
So they start buying a bunch of crazy stuff, and this is what we are seeing this time around. And I think that's crazy because that's not you. Like, you are literally robbing us and calling it a policy. You know what I mean? It's legal robbery in my mind.
And most businesses do this. I mean, there are businesses out there that you have to spend a certain amount of dollars because, later on they will fine you or you won't get that money. So, I mean, it's not like this is uncommon. You know what I mean? But just to hear that it's coming from the government, that's what makes it like, hey, man, what we really got going. Because, in my opinion, if you take that money that you didn't spend, or let's say at the end of the quarter, it's like maybe you got like $2-3 million left, and it's like, man, we didn't spend it. All right, so let's give this back to the people. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Let's give this $2 million back to the people. And next year, okay, we realize that we don't need this extra $2 million. Now, granted, we might get cut short for that $2 million, but at least we know we didn't need it. You know what I mean? Get that money back to the people.
Exactly, especially because you clearly didn't need it. You clearly didn't use it.
Obviously.
So why not be selfless and say, yeah, we'll take the cut. We didn't use it. We didn't need it. Imagine spending taxpayer money on lobster tails and pianos when people are starving in this country. When people are homeless in this country. That's why sometimes when we talk about all these other countries being terrible to their people, I'm like, bro, if you told another country that very true story, if you believe the reports, which is we all know they do this, another country might be looking at America like, man, are Americans okay with this? Man, like what? Like, that's terrible. That seems like it's corrupt to me, but it's not corruption because that's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
all right, now don't get upset. We start robbing y'all. Don't be. I can't believe we're getting robbed. No, you're robbing us first. So we're just robbing your back.
$12,000 for fruit basket stands is crazy.
With fake fruit in the basket. Ain't even real. I know it ain't no real fruit in them baskets. It ain't there's nothing but y'all went to Target after that and bought them little fake little fruits and put them in the basket. Oh, I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much.
Yeah, man. And so when you add it on, to Christy Nome and the planes that she bought, and he's it's for deportation, but it has a queen bedroom and 4 TVs and a bar in it. It's like, and this is legal. When she said she spent $200+ million on ad campaigns. I've been in media my whole life. You could not spend $1 million on an ad campaign. I know somebody who do it for about $1,000, $5,000. There's no world where an ad campaign costs even $100 million, $50 million. Who did that money go to? It was not for the work. It was not for the equipment. Ad campaigns don't cost that much.
No.
Lana, she had the buffaloes running in the background. Though. That was pretty. That got to be costly. That was real buffaloes in the background. That wasn't green screen buffaloes. That was real buffaloes, dog.
And it was a real horse. To your point,
She did have a real horse.
I guess.
Here's the real question. And I want y'all to be real honest with me. If y'all were in that position, would you spend the money too?
I
Be
feel like
honest.
I would be sick. That's why I couldn't be a politician. How are all these politicians having relatively meager, modest salaries and ending up millionaires? It seems like it's through stuff like this.
I mean, it's good to say that we wouldn't do it because we're in this position, but if everybody, it's something about when you become a politician.
Boy,
it's just
what?
something about it. It's like something happens to you. You're just like, let me be corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's let me start taking the people's money
For
now.
sure.
It's something about it. Everybody gets in there thinking that they're going to make some changes. Nobody's thinking I'm going to go in there and try and steal from people.
100%.
But it just happens. I don't know what it is.
I feel like they get in there and realize that they can't do all the things they thought they could do and wanted to do because the system just does not allow actually lawmakers to do anything outside of what a certain party wants to do. Both parties now, not just one. And they're like, you know what? Let me just get some bread. You know what I mean? Like,
Bump it.
bump it. If I can't, at least I can be a millionaire.
That's so real,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
I can't change this law, but I can get rich. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Let me go ahead and get this money up off them real fast. Oh, that's funny.
I wonder if we would have as many people running for office if we didn't give them that money. Like if we said you're not getting paid nothing. You can't get paid nothing. You have to have a job on the side. You have to do certain things. You're not getting nothing. How many people will actually stand up and actually represent the community?
Facts.
Man, and I would hope that people would want to because it's like important. Even the fact that they will try to keep lawmakers from making certain stock trades or now making like Kalshi bets, you know, when they know what's about to happen. It's like, oh, I'm going to take all my money out before the government happens to do something that tanks that stock. It's like, y'all can't keep doing this, but those efforts to stop it keep failing.
Right.
So these people, I don't know what these people have going on, but, you know, we're still at not war. And that's why I get upset about people dying for this. I think it's honorable that people want to serve and people want to protect the country and protect America's allies. But at the same time, look what these people have going on, man.
At what cost? Literally, at what cost?
But that is going to do it for this first hour. We have a lot of Atlanta news coming at you after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class? Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What they do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the city. It is Wednesday, March 11th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What's up?
And Million.
Hey.
And it is Hump Day.
Hump Day. Mike.
Guess what day it is? Yes, we are at the midpoint of the week, and we got some crazy stories for you because it's Atlanta. You know, there's always something going on in the city. And to start you off, man, there is a school administrator who just got fired after he thought he worked for World Star, I guess, and posted a video of some kids fighting.
All right, so it wasn't World Star that he chose. That was the platform he wanted to be on. I guess the new wave is being famous on TikTok. So he posted it allegedly on TikTok. Mind you, this guy's position, he's a director of operations at the school.
Oh.
So the video showed kindergarten students at Kendesi schools in Old Fourth Ward so it was the kindergartners just being like beat down on camera. I mean, like, yo, this student was like dropping haymakers. I mean, he was really on to something.
Hold on.
The video.
Hold on. Are we supporting the kid?
No, I'm not supporting the kid. I'm not supporting the kid. Look. The kid. It was very graphic and it was not funny.
Man.
Here's the video. Viewer discretion is advised. As you can see, that's the little boy right there hitting one kid. Guy got him off.
Your little behind up.
So that's him, like, you know, grabbing up another one, and he's just like, meat, like meat, and he was doing that for a good minute. So you could take it off, Tommy. That was too crazy. He was mixing around a couple of kids.
Dang.
I think this kid needs to be put into some sort of martial arts class. Like, he has some talent. I'll give him that. No, I'm just saying.
That is not where I thought that was going.
No, real talk. Like, if we're keeping it in stack, that boy got a fighting spirit in him. I think that if the parents looked at this video and they took this kid under their wing and said, okay, you obviously have a knack for this. We need to get you into these training classes so you know the power of your fists, the power of your fighting, and you can use it the right way. I think people are looking at this video saying that he's a bad little boy. I think he's just misdirected.
Oh, he has a knack. He has a knack for bullying. Yeah, that's what he has. Yeah,
but do we know if he was getting bullied? You know what I mean? What if that was his last straw and he was like, you know what? I'm going ham on y'all.
So I just want to break down the video real quick.
Okay.
I mean,
you got more intel?
It's not that I have more intel. It's just, you know, my mom has been in the elementary school system for 30 plus years.
Okay.
And I've been around elementary school kids for years and know how these kids operate. That kid was not being bullied. He was the bully. I'm going to go ahead and keep it a buck with you.
Like, all right, allegedly. We still got to say allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
We
But
still gotta say allegedly.
he definitely was not that bruh, the video is... Here's the thing. I would have posted it too, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, stop.
I would have posted it too. I would have, bruh. Hey, I used to let them kids fight on the playground back when I used to do after school programs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, 100%.
That is so negligent of you.
No, it's not negligent.
You know how much, because imagine you're the kid getting beat up and you're thinking, surely there's an adult nearby who's going to put a stop to this. And here's Rondell popcorn.
Here's what happened.
Right hook.
Nope. Here's what happened. One kid will come to me and say, hey, I got a problem with so-and-so. I call that so-and-so over and be like, hey, what's going on? Why are y'all talking? Well, he said this. He said that. Well, I'm like, what y'all want to do? I mean, y'all talking. What y'all trying to what y'all trying to do?
God.
What y'all trying to do?
You should not be around children.
What y'all trying to do? And so here's the thing. Now let me finish. Here's the thing. I would it would be me joking, but I'll be serious too. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all talking too much. Like y'all doing all this bickering. Y'all doing this. If y'all not gonna do nothing, then go play and leave me alone. But if y'all gonna do something, break it up, keep it moving.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen regardless in life.
All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna get back to the story.
What are we talking about?
Because look. Even though you, it's one thing to see the kids fighting and encouraging it, which I don't agree with. I would never do something like that.
That's cool.
But if you did it, whatever. But this man, apparently his name is Sean McCantis. He, again, was the director of operations for the school. He's supposed to be seeing day-to-day functions of this organization. He's supposed to be making sure systems like staffing, safety procedures, and logistics, they run smoothly within the school. But McCantis was on TikTok and he was posting the video. Like I said, it's one thing to watch the kids do it, but to post a video about it. There's reports that say that some of the parents actually only heard about this through seeing the video first online.
My gosh.
This video has went viral. I believe that it's upward of like a couple million views now online. Overall, so it's just like, as a parent, I would hate to see this, especially if it's my kid getting minced up.
Yeah.
If it's my kid sitting there getting minced up, yes, I would hate that. Somebody's getting sued if I was the parent.
But if he was the one doing the mincing, you would be okay with it?
If he was the one doing the mincing, no, because then people are going to be looking at my kid like he's just a danger to society.
That's what I was actually wondering. Like, as a man, do you see that video and you be like, yeah,
1,000%.
or is it like a...
I don't look at it. When I first saw this video, I didn't think of it as like oh my God, this is such a crazy video. This is such a bad video. I didn't look at it like that. I mean, I look at it like boys being boys, to be totally honest with you. Like, is there one aggressor of the other? 1,000%. I mean, from the video, we can definitely see that there is aggressor in the video, but I don't think that it's a bad video by any means.
I do think that it's crazy that he was very small and he, to your point, was not afraid of going up against not only two, but a bigger kid. That is pretty, I think that when I first saw that, I was like, man, he either needs therapy because he's clearly going through something. Like, I hate when they just label these kids as bad kids. You know what I mean?
That's what I didn't want to do.
Right. Or like he does need to be like put into some kind of training, karate, taekwondo, whatever, because it's like you should know how to direct this and just know like you don't even need to fight sometimes. As long as you know how to fight, I feel like you walk differently. Like, I wish you would try me.
Sure.
I wish you would try me so I can use this on you.
And see, I feel like with our community, it's so quick to say, oh, that's a little bad kid or that's a little bad something. But a lot of times the things that we call bad is just talent that we're not noticing. Like, if the class clowns, I mean, there's comedians that came from being class clowns.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm one of them.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that, like, we are very talented. Sometimes we don't know how or when to show our talents. But that's what I was saying with this kid. I mean, the little boy, he got hands. He has a natural talent for that. And it's rude. It'll be bad for us to say, oh, he's just a bad kid. Like you said, he's going through something, probably.
Yeah.
So according to apparently the school is still overlooking this whole entire situation, and the director of operations has been fired. So
I see you in the comments also, Keys. You said you're proud first, and then he has to fight you when he gets home, so you can understand why it hurts. Scheme ass daddy. I see you.
For sure. But I think another thing I have in mind is would we be as outraged if this was high school kids? Would we be as outraged if this was middle school kids? I think the only reason that we are so outraged is that it is elementary school kids. When? Tell me when.
It's somebody that's working in the system posting the video. I don't care if it's kids fight. Kids is gonna fight. Kids is gonna do
exactly.
What they do.
So the only thing we're mad about is that he posted the video.
Right.
We're not mad. What are we talking about? We're not mad about.
Yeah.
We're not mad about them fighting, but we're mad about the video. This is stupid.
Why? So we supposed to be mad at them fighting?
That's what y'all are telling me.
No, we're not. We're saying
what? Lana said that.
I think that it's crazy that an administrator posted a video of children fighting for sure.
But y'all are mad. But y'all aren't mad that they are fighting. But then y'all looked at me crazy when I. But then y'all looked at me crazy when I said.
You're encouraging it. You said I'm gonna let y'all fight. Y'all do it like no de-escalation, nothing.
No.
Where's your training? Damn.
I ain't got no training. I'm an
that's why you don't need
I'm
to
an
be in
after
after
school program.
Man,
director.
I was a teacher.
Like I'm
so
regular.
It's like, I can't imagine doing something like that.
Well, you're a teacher. It's two different things. I got hired from a workforce type of situation, bro. I didn't get hired.
Take it off, Tommy.
Man.
Take it off.
But,
Take it off.
But I think the only reason people are mad is because that it is posted. If that teacher would have told his homeboys, like, hey, bro, I just let these kids fight today, them folks would have been like, man, that's crazy, dog. All right, word. Yeah, well, all right. Nobody would have had no outrage.
Posting it is crazy, though.
They just be hiring anybody, huh?
Yeah, they
Just
do.
let you right in the building.
100%.
We're on a fight club.
Shout out
with
to
these
Miss
kids.
Toya. Shout out to Miss Toya, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
In other news, a shoplifting incident at the Lululemon in Peachtree City turned into a whole police chase and a crash.
One thing about Peachtree City y'all need to understand is you don't steal from Peachtree City, okay?
Right.
Rich people live there for a reason, and they don't play about Peachtree City, okay? Authorities say 2 women are now in custody after allegedly trying to steal merchandise from a store, then fleeing from the police. According to Peachtree City Police Department, officers responded Friday to reports of shoplifting at the Lululemon store. Now, I just want to pause my story right there. Have y'all shopped at Lululemon?
No.
Do you have anything from Lululemon?
I have cousins who do, so I know that's why I don't shop, because I know how much it costs.
And that's why I would be stealing it too. Okay, so investigators say the suspects, Shantia Johnson and Evria Billings, attempted to take merchandise before leaving the store and getting into a vehicle. Want to pause the story right there again. Shantia, Evria, hey, what y'all doing in Peachtree City? That's all I'm saying. What y'all doing in Peachtree City? Hey, in my trip, what we doing in Peachtree City?
Oh, man, that's so sad.
You know what I'm saying? But when officers arrived, the suspects didn't stick around. Police say 2 women drove away from the scene, triggering a pursuit. The chase eventually ended on Crosstown Drive when authorities say the suspect's vehicle crashed into another driver's car.
Dang.
Officials have not released information about whether anyone was injured in the crash. Police say both Shantia and Evria were taken into custody, but investigators believe the story may go beyond the store. So I think they probably, they say it might, they might have did a ring of robberies. You know what I mean? We don't know that though. We don't know that. Authorities say both suspects already had arrest warrants out of Atlanta, and investigators are now looking into whether they are connected to a larger organization, retail crime ring that could involve multiple jurisdictions and possibly multiple states, not just one.
I've seen other Lululemons get hit in this.
We did a story.
Yeah, did we? And
Yeah.
I did one like before I even started working here. So this is like definitely a thing. How much did they get in product? Did it say?
Oh, they didn't say. They didn't say how much they got in product. But I mean, I don't even think that. I mean, if you're stealing from Lululemon, you stealing shoot.
Yeah.
You can grab about 4-5 shirts and come out with $1,000.
What?
Oh yeah,
No,
Lululemon ain't cheap,
it's
bro.
crazy.
Lululemon ain't cheap.
They're robbing y'all for status.
Bruh, a pair of shorts at Lululemon costs $45. Pair of gym shorts, my boy.
Gym
45. A shirt, like a regular workout shirt, about 60.
Dang.
I'm looking it up right now. Like
But-
Lululemon.
But
hoodie.
Lululemon ain't a hoodie? What?
$128
$128 for a hoodie.
for a men's steady state pullover hoodie.
Boy, you talking about a regular hoodie you can get from Target, my boy.
But see, that's Nike prices though. So are they on the same level
it's-
as
so-
Nike or
Lululemon's what is it? Fabric and stuff is way better than Nike. Like extremely better than that. So they said they recovered $38,000. So Lululemon said their fabric is way better than Nike, which
They're
I
expensive.
think it is. I got a few Lululemon pieces, bro, and it is really nice. Like
They're more expensive than Nike for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
For sure. And Nike's not cheap. It's
1,000%.
That's why it's like-
So it's like, bruh, you go in there, bruh, you good to, you straight.
So are we still supporting Lululemon after
No,
what the CEO said?
never,
Or
never.
somebody high up has said over at Lululemon?
The racist remarks,
Yeah.
and about how big people, they don't like big people in their clothes.
Are you talking about also them getting followed around the store? Because it's people like them
Come
They
on now.
have people like me
Hey,
and y'all following around the store.
But that's messed up. Like white people, they be stealing too.
they do. But
You got all your eyes on us when we walk in there. That's just easy
why,
for them.
That's why you go in there with the white person. You know what I mean? You take that.
Okay.
We have a white person at the helm today.
Okay. You take the eyes on you.
Yeah.
Have the white person
do all the stealing.
Don't steal.
Don't
It's never
steal.
okay to
You
steal.
know what I'm saying?
But that's a crazy idea, right?
It is. So, but also don't steal in Peachtree City either. And stop. I mean, if y'all do steal, you know, you are picking the right places to steal. Lululemon, because they don't like us anyway. You know what I mean? So go get it.
And after that PSA, thank you.
Okay.
There's a woman in East Point who says she's homeless now after PayPal froze nearly $10,000.
Yeah, PayPal gonna have to run me my money.
Bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, first of all, go get a real bank account. One, I don't know your circumstances by any means.
Amen.
But you know what I'm saying? If you do need help, I know a bank that can help you out, get you a real bank account. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Her name is Jacqueline Barrett. And investigators say she was living out of a U-Haul van at a gas station in East Point. Barrett says she had been running a small jewelry resale business online since 2021 after working for years as a home health aide. She says health problems forced her to stop working that job, so she started selling jewelry during the pandemic. In February, she says she made the biggest sale her business had ever had. Barrett sold her entire inventory to a single customer through her website, and the buyer paid $9,720 through PayPal. But the moment the money hit her account, she says PayPal froze it. According to Barrett, the company told her the account was being limited for security reasons, and the next morning they said the business account would be deactivated because information used to create the account couldn't be verified. But even though the account was shut down, the money stayed frozen. Barrett says she tried repeatedly to contact PayPal to figure out what was wrong. She said she showed proof that she had been operating a registered limited liability company with a tax ID from Georgia Department of Revenue. But PayPal said the funds could be held up to 120 days to cover possible payment disputes. Meanwhile, the situation got worse. Okay, on March 1st, Barrett said she was evicted from her apartment. And then she was sleeping in a U-Haul van using blankets as bedding. After PayPal, the company said its customer service team began working with her. Barrett says PayPal eventually restored limited access to her account, allowing her to refund the buyer so they could send the payment another way. So they had to give the money back to the lady that bought her entire inventory, and that lady had to probably rebuy her inventory back. Crazy.
I was literally thinking, I hope she hadn't given the product away.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you just would have been got.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sleeping in a U-Haul truck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole new level. Like, I've never heard that.
I haven't either.
That's the first time I've heard somebody actually. Because honestly, if you are broke, and I've been down and out, I've lived in certain places that is just like, okay, I was struggling. I know the struggle, right? Living in a U-Haul truck, you got to pay daily. You got to pay for gas also. I'm just trying to figure out where was the logic there? Why were you living in a U-Haul truck when you could have went somewhere else?
Where she was supposed to live, dog?
I mean,
where would you have lived, brother?
I don't know.
Where would you have put yourself up?
Well, I guess. Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. So maybe was she using the money, the $10,000 that she had? You think she was probably using that to pay for it?
She didn't have the money.
She said she got evicted from her apartment because I guess she couldn't pay.
She couldn't pay, so she didn't have the bread. The money didn't get cleared in her account.
And when the payment issue resolved, Barrett says she was able to move into a new apartment. So she was waiting. That was money she needed
to move it
to live.
Yeah. So the caveat, I was going to get to the caveat of the story, is that the money ended up clearing finally. So the money ended up clearing. Finally, it cleared, and she did end up getting into a new apartment. But $10,000, you got to wait for that money. Frozen money. Have y'all ever had y'all money frozen? Bro, I've had money frozen in my account multiple times, bro, and that is the worst.
From what?
from just stuff I
odds and ends. Yeah, we know
things I wasn't supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? But it's all good. You live and you learn. But frozen. But yeah, having your account frozen is the worst. Like especially if you're doing it a legitimate way.
Yeah,
PayPal would have not just given me 10,000. Boy, they'd have had to run me more than that. For pain and suffering, U-Haul, all that stuff, bro. Like I'd have made up some stuff. Bro, me laying on that bedding from blankets hurt my back.
Got my back.
Now I got to go to the doctor. I'm going to need that bill taken care of. Oh, yeah, PayPal would have ran me my money.
Yeah, man.
Boy. But also, if you ever do business, get a business account. Do not, one thing I have learned about running another business is, bro, I don't have, all my businesses are in have real bank accounts, bro, because I did business with PayPal once and put my business through a PayPal account and kind of the same thing happened, but they weren't letting me take my money out. If my money wasn't frozen, I was still able to use my PayPal card, but they weren't letting me take my money out. Like I visibly couldn't transfer money, things like that. So I tell all people that when you start a business, bro, go to a bank and open up an account, regardless of the fees. Like get a good bank account, a business bank account, regardless of the fees, because you're going to, it's going to work out in the long run. Trust me.
Well, that's really good advice, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's nuts. I'm glad she got that figured out because that's crazy. In other news, there's a woman in Georgia suing Bartow County Sheriff's Office because they allegedly forced her to remove her hijab during jail booking.
Y'all don't even want to know what I'm gonna tell you how I think about this afterwards, bro. The Council on American Islamic Relations, also known as CAR, says it has filed a federal lawsuit against the Bartow County Sheriff's Office over what happened to a 21-year-old Muslim woman during a jail booking. The woman at the center of the case is Ivana Elliott. According to the lawsuit, Elliott was arrested during a traffic stop in April of 2025 and taken to Bartow County Jail. Her attorneys say that during the booking process, deputies forced her to remove her hijab for a booking photo. For Muslim women who wear a hijab, as a lot of us know, like that's a part of their religious faith. So, removing it in front of men outside of family members is considered deeply personal and religiously sensitive. The lawsuit also alleges Elliott was strip searched in front of male officers, something her attorney said added to the humiliation. Attorney Keon Grant says Elliott tried to protect her religious beliefs even while in custody. According to Grant, Elliott used spare clothing to create makeshift hijabs from a shirt while she was in her cell. But the lawsuit says detention staff removed the covering multiple times. The complaint claims Elliott suffered bruising and panic attacks during the detention. Now the lawsuit is seeking more than just damages. All right? When I tell you my next hijab would be Gucci, I would have a Louis hijab, boy. I'm talking about rhinestones would be on my hijab. You couldn't get me out of her hijab, boy. Fendi hijab. Oh my God, every hijab, boy. Oh, my silk thread count would be 1 million on my hijab after I done got sued, y'all, boy. Y'all have no idea. What? And then you had me get naked in front of y'all, knowing that I ain't supposed to show none of my body. Boy, that would have been my jail.
Allegedly.
That would have been my jail. That would have been my jail.
So I'm trying to figure out. So what was it that she was in the jail for,
It doesn't say what she was in jail for. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but does it matter?
Ivana Elliott.
Does it matter?
I ain't going to say that it matters, but, why?
Does it matter?
You're right. I'll give
like,
you that.
Bro, what? Does it matter?
Right.
It does not matter at all for somebody.
So what are because at the end of the day, I mean, a hijab is like a cover. What if she was hiding something in there that she wasn't supposed to? Is it against like prison regulations to do something like that? Let me look that up.
Is it against prison regulations to do what?
To have like a hijab or something like that? Like
a hijab is a religious garment that women wear, so it covers their face,
right.
Their head. Most women wear hijab. Some women wear a hijab that covers their entire face and just your eyes are showing.
But she was being booked, or was she already booked?
No, she was being booked. So they were taking her hijab off so she can get a picture.
Right.
So when you get booked in for your mugshot, like they need to see your entire face. So they was taking her hijab off so they could see your hair, everything. You know what I'm saying?
So when they're doing that, I mean, technically, aren't they supposed to do something like that?
Why don't you look that up? Because that is a good question. Because I saw that, or did you say that they are looking for policy changes to prevent Muslim women from being forced to remove their hijabs for booking photos? So clearly that's not the policy right now. I mean, clearly what happened to her is not the policy right now. So that's what their complaint is looking to do, to change that policy. But I'm actually curious if that's like what the stance on that is, if that's something that varies state to state, because that is interesting.
I think it's just a moral compass at the end of the day, though, man. Regardless if it's your policy or not, I think it's a moral compass of, hey, man, this is this lady's religion. Like, at the end of the day, she's still human. At the end of the day, she's still, you know what I mean? If she's not comfortable with her breaking her religion, why are we trying to, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing I can think of is that it's because she's Muslim.
I think the only counter to that is, like, depending on what she did, and it seems like the crime here, because Tommy looked it up, said it was a traffic stop or something like that.
Obstruction.
And obstruction. The only counter to that is, like, I think what Million said is if you were some kind of hardened criminal, maybe you murdered somebody, maybe you put, you know, something in there, how would they know? How would they know that you were safe, you weren't going to hurt anybody? So what did you find?
So in most cases, people are required to remove a hijab briefly during the booking process, but there are specific protections and accommodations that law enforcement is supposed to follow. Apparently, they're supposed to have a clear photo of the face and head, and they're not supposed to have no coverings on when you are being, like, having a mugshot. But the religious accommodations, they say they allow people to have a hijab to be removed in a private area.
Yeah.
They're supposed to have the person photographed photographed by a female officer, and then they're supposed to allow the hijab to be put back on immediately after the photo. So if it was men that she was forced to do this around, dang, they're completely in the wrong.
That would be terrible.
1,000%.
And it was men?
Allegedly it was men. Yeah,
Wow.
allegedly she had to get strip searched by a guy, which is yeah, this is what this says. She allegedly got strip searched by a dude.
Oh, I see it now.
You see what I'm saying?
I own the jail.
Yeah,
I own your house. I
what?
own the boy. That's that makes that blood boil.
What?
That's crazy.
Come on now. So that's what I'm saying.
Because it's one thing. I get it. Like, if you commit a crime, you can't just be like, but my religion, you have to accommodate me. You should have thought about that before you do the crime. At the same time,
I hear you.
You do have to, like, be respectful. Take her to a private room. Have a woman. Don't strip search the girl for a freaking traffic violation and obstructing police. A strip search?
Come on now.
There's no excuse either. Like,
Bro.
now that I know that it was men that was there,
Yeah.
dang, there's literally really no excuse for real if it's proven that this actually happened.
All
That's
allegations.
so sick, man. That's so crazy.
But in other news, oh man, we don't even have enough time to talk
No,
about
we
this.
don't.
So
We
we'll
don't.
just,
Let's bring it up.
We gotta
We'll
hit
bring it
that.
up. We'll bring it over to the next thing
We'll
though.
start it. Yeah. Okay. So there's an apartment. There's an apartment complex in Atlanta that's now being patrolled by robo-dogs because there's so much crime there.
It's gonna get it's real interesting. I kind of want one, and I think this is a great idea. I'll just leave it there. I think this is a great idea. I want one. They aren't on board. I already know.
Absolutely not.
They already know how they feel, but y'all might be. Y'all might be.
What happens when a robo-dog comes and attacks you? When someone else is patrolling from you?
I don't know yet. Haven't thought that far. But we'll get there.
We do have to go to a very quick break, and we're going to talk about this story on the other side.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cast One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Chris here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News. We just saw somebody's comment. Who is this? Alto Keys. They thought it was very funny.
You'd be cracking me up.
I don't think. I think Alto Keys, you said something about a hijab.
Hijab isn't a ski mask.
You said it was, somebody said something about a hijab being like a do-rag.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious, bro. God, that's funny.
So stupid.
That is funny. I don't care what nobody
Y'all
say.
so
That's-
disrespectful.
I don't care what nobody say. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh my God.
It is a religious garment. Dignified. Okay. So when we left you guys, we're talking about this apartment complex in Atlanta that's now being patrolled by robo dogs.
Robotic dogs.
Crazy.
Robotic dogs. All right. So I am actually super for this. At the GAE Lofts apartment complex in Castleberry Hill, 2 robotic security dogs are now patrolling the property to keep criminals away. One robot patrols inside the gate area while the other walks the perimeter outside the complex. But these aren't just machines wandering around. Behind every robotic dog is a team of human security operators watching cameras in real time. If the system detects suspicious activity, the operators can deploy the robot, talk through the robot speakers, and contact the police if needed. And the residents say the system has already worked once. According to police living at GE Lofts, a man recently forced his way onto the property. Security camera detected the movement, and the robotic dog was sent toward him. The alarm went off, and the intruder reportedly left immediately. Residents say the robots were installed after crime spree at the complex last year. In November, a surveillance video showed 6 men, some armed with guns, entering the parking lot and going through cars one by one, stealing whatever they could find. Even though the property had already had gates, barbed wire, bright lighting, and multiple cameras, the criminals still managed to get in. So residents decided to try something different. The robots came from Atlanta-based company called Unfiltered Robotics Security, which launched in 2025. The company says it already has about 60 robotic dogs patrolling different locations. I'm with it. Fine with me. Show the robot. So here's actually a robot. I was at a convention last weekend, and I got this robot on camera. And this is one of the exact robots that they have at the apartment complex. Look at that, man. So there's a dude.
And it stands up.
Yeah, there's a dude that actually was controlling this. I thought they just went by themselves, and he was like, "Nah, man, like I'm controlling it," which I think is perfectly dope. And it also helps, like, other security guards, bro, because being a security guard can be scary.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what people might have on them, and you supposed to secure and stuff like that. This is a perfect way to not get harmed if they do, pop off. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot the robot, not me.
The only thing I will push back against that with is like we had reported on it earlier, but they was like basically trying to make one of the companies that had a robot dog was trying to make the claim that, oh, this is long term cheaper than regular security guards. I would hate for this I don't feel very secure having that in a vicinity like around me. I ain't gonna cap.
Well, it probably runs really, really fast. So if it's
so look, it's gonna jump on you too.
Yes.
I'll kick the.
Now imagine you put like a laser and a gun on top of that, brother.
That's scary.
Exactly.
So what you saying? That would definitely replace security guards. Are you kidding me?
That would be terrifying if they just let these robo dogs have actual weaponry on them. And then they had the option to kill people, stun people, and it's just a freaking robo dog.
And then, mind you, the option to kill people behind a camera, behind the camera, like you're not even really there.
It feels less real,
right? So you don't even necessarily feel the real consequences of it. That's kind of terrifying. I mean,
imagine when that's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, because this is a slow trickle. I look at this and I think about like seatbelts. Seatbelts were like not even a thing at first. And then seatbelts, you don't let me cook. See, I already felt a mad spirit just coming from this side of the room.
I should have held off my facial expressions before you finished. You're right.
I was exactly.
My bad.
And you're gonna see that wasn't even warranted for me.
Okay, right, my bad. Go ahead, finish.
As I was saying, seatbelts were originally not a thing in cars, and then they put them in there as an optional feature, and then government started requiring them, and then people started getting fined for it. So I just feel like sometimes we see different technologies and different things that become something that it never was. At one point it would be nice, and another point it's required. You're going to jail if you don't have this, or you're gonna get fined all this money if you don't have this. That's where I'm like, I don't know. And that's a heck of a creep. A robo dog.
Yeah,
now
man.
it's just let's pull security. Tomorrow I'm gonna put a gun on it. And the next day it's, AI is now smart enough to make the decision, so I don't even need a human. And so the AI will just be monitoring and decide in real time whether or not to kill you. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Here's the thing. Somebody still has to do security with the dog. So they aren't doing this themselves. Now, it will get scary when they are no longer controlled by an actual human.
Right.
That's when it'll get scary.
When AI...
I don't think this is scary because somebody is actually controlling it. But when they program it to be like, hey, you see a black person? Go after him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can see them programming an AI dog to be like, hey, black people are bad. When you see them, go after them. This or alarm, this, that, and the third. But right now, they're behind. Somebody is controlled. So it does have some type of stabilization to it.
Can you imagine being the guy behind the computer and just watching people do crime?
Oh, yeah.
And you like, dang. Like,
arf,
arf.
Yeah. But he actually talks to it. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's dope. I think it's
That's funnier.
If he was like,
hey, you need to leave, man.
Hey, get off the facility. Get off the grounds right now.
No, if it's somebody ghetto behind, hey man, you don't even be doing that like that, man.
Oh yeah, don't let somebody from the hood get one of these, boy. It's over with.
So when you that's your video, correct?
Yeah.
So when you seen it, was it sturdy? Like you couldn't just like pick it up and throw it around.
I mean, I didn't try it, but
like
I'm pretty sure.
you ain't feel no weight to it when you shook it because you sent a picture of you shaking his hand or something.
I mean,
like
it just tapped my hand. I ain't really like grasp it.
Bro, I would jump on that dog, bro. Like that ain't stopping nothing, bro. Because ring cameras ain't stopping nothing. In general.
But also, ring cameras don't have guns on them. You know what I mean? Put a
guns on them.
Put a gun on that and let me know you stop it.
I hear it.
Exactly. Like what are we talking about, man? Yeah, you jump on it right after you're shot.
But they are like very nimble. Like I seen one like hop. They can do a lot now.
Yeah.
Walk. I mean that's.
And this is just the first generation.
I know.
You dig what I'm saying? We got generation of generations, bro. They gonna come and them things gonna be. You never know. You might get a pit bull robot dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be a Great Dane robot dog out there. We don't know that yet.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm for it. I think that we should probably implement these more and more complexes and just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? See what happens.
Okay. In other really big news that I forgot the drone story. Y'all want to do the drone story?
No, you can go to million.
Okay, because this is really big news, actually, and at least we can go to it later. The runoff election for Marjorie Taylor Greene's former spot it's actually about to happen. So they just had their first election. Was it a primary that just happened? They were narrowing it all down?
Yeah, so they had the election in general. So they had the full election go for her former seat. Remember, I mean, she gave up her seat. She had some beef with Donald Trump in the 14th congressional district in Georgia. So 17 people ran for the seat in total. That was 12 Republicans, 3 Democrats, 1 Libertarian, and 1 Independent. And because there were so many different candidates that was running at the time, no one got more than 50% of the vote, which is, required to win. Right. So the 2 candidates with the most votes were Clay Fuller, shout out to Clay, a Republican and former district attorney, and Sean Harris, shout out to Sean Harris, a Democrat and retired Army general. Sean Harris is the black guy on the left, and then Clay Fuller is the white guy on the right. Remember, we had when Donald Trump came out here to Rome, Georgia, to say, hey, this is the candidate I'm getting behind. This is the candidate I'm supporting. Clay Fuller was the guy that he was what do you call that? Sponsoring. He was the person that he was campaigning for it. Right, exactly. So with about 99% of the votes that's actually been counted so far, Harris leads with 37% of the votes. Fuller has 35%. Just so you know,
wow,
that's really close, but it's also pretty low because it was so many different people that was running.
Yeah.
So if I put it, so the numbers that I'm seeing right now, so 43,241 people had voted for Sean Harris, and 40,000 people and 40,388 people voted for Clay Fuller. They'll be facing each other in a runoff election April 7th. Now this is huge though, because the 14th congressional district has majorly like since they started in 2013 has primarily been Republicans that's been running this whole entire operation over there. So the fact that a Democrat is leading in the polls right now, this could be a real representation of how the midterm elections turn out in 2026.
First of all, this is home of the Marjorie Taylor Greene. This woman has been like, well, that's
the Marjorie.
I wouldn't have gave it no. I wouldn't have gave it no.
To be fair, you cute him. You did say the Marjorie Taylor Greene.
No, because this woman used to go down for Trump. Yeah. You know what I mean? She was known as being the crazy Trump lady. Like, she was always in the red hat. She was screaming in Congress. She was going down for Trump. And then they had that really public, awkward split over the Epstein files. Marjorie Taylor Greene was trying to push for releasing them. Trump was not. You know what I mean? And so she ends up saying, you know what, bump all of this. We can't get anything done in Congress. You always try to introduce a bill for what you want Congress to do, and they never take up the bill, so you can't get anything done. All these people suck. I'm out of here. I'm leaving early. I'm not campaigning again. So everybody thought this district was still just going to go run away to the Republican, especially the guy who had Trump's support, and a black dude, as he's saying, who's a Democrat, got more support currently than anybody else.
It's crazy. And then when you even hear the names, like you hear 14th congressional district, you're like, oh, okay, I hear it. But like the names of the cities that's even in this district, you hear Rome, Georgia, Calhoun, Georgia, Cartersville, Georgia.
Those are the people out there too. But I mean, it's not wrong.
The fact that, I'm saying the black man is taking that seat, the former Marjorie Taylor seat in these cities.
Couple of caveats there, because I actually watched a different news outlet earlier this morning talk about this, and they were saying that since the field was so crowded, and how many Republicans ran?
It was 12 Republicans that was running.
So people think that there is a chance that all those Republicans do just go to Fuller instead of Harris. Fuller's the white dude, Harris the black dude, no relation, by the way. So he could end up just sweeping it off of that. But sorry.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah.
But I also had seen that Harris apparently got all that support because he was like knocking on doors and being like, look, man, we have similar problems. I'm just as not broke as you guys, but like we're all on the same page. We're not in the same tax bracket as Trump. You know, most of us don't live there. So it's like affordability is a big issue to me. These things are a big issue to me. I used to serve in the military and I'm looking at what's going on and I'm worried about our troops too. So he tried to like get on a personal level with these guys and I guess it really worked out.
Maybe. I mean, because even I'm looking at it, I mean, he raised a lot of money compared to Fuller too. Like he had like $4 million that he ended up raising, Sean Harris. Fuller only had like almost $1 million. So it's like a big difference there. And again, this is huge because, man, this midterm election, I've never been watching something so closely like I have now because this midterm election will determine if DT is going to keep on doing his stuff, making his moves throughout history. I mean, he's making history right now. So it's like, I don't know, man. Please go out there and vote. Please go out there and vote.
Where do you even sit on that at this point?
It's
like, do you know? Like, do you even know?
I know. It's hard. First, it's a black man, so if I was out there, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta support a little bit. I mean, I would at least hear him out. But also, more than anything, it's like DT has blatantly lied in conservatives' face, like basically just spit in our faces almost. So it's like, we can't keep on allowing this guy to get away with what he's getting away with. So I would be voting Democrat if I was in that position.
Gotcha.
That's just me. There's a couple of other people out there that agree with me that are like flaming Republicans. But if we want to get people to actually not go to Iran, if we want these for Trump to actually listen to the people, or at least have to go through some sort of process and be held accountable for certain things, I mean, we have to balance things up a little bit. We can't have the Republicans keep ruling Congress.
And I just hope that we don't get to a point where people get disillusioned completely with all the politics, because it does seem like at this point, both Republicans and Democrats have gotten on these campaign trails and told us about all these things, and they don't do it.
Right.
So it's like, who's really in control? They just gaslight us throughout the whole campaign and then do whatever they want anyway. So
that's real. I mean, like Trump ain't really doing much that no other president really hasn't done. But he kind of has been going a little bit. Yeah, he has been going a little bit. He
went hard on immigration for sure.
The Epstein files and the Epstein files. You know what?
Look, man.
You know what? We're not telling you what to vote for. True. But I mean, you hear all this stuff, and you're just like, dang. It's never been like up front like this.
Yeah, I think we just have to like restructure America completely, because what our politicians have going on is like,
real talk.
I don't know what these people are on these days. But one politician, I'm telling you, I ride for this man. Mm-hmm. I do ride for this man. Governor Kemp, he's talking about suspending the state's gas tax.
Yep. So, like, real talk, anytime something major happens in the Middle East, like a war, or not war,
right?
Global oil prices reacts, they shoot up. So the prices briefly shot up about $115 per barrel before dropping back down to $90 earlier in the week. This matters because oil prices usually lead to higher gas prices at the pump. Our Georgia governor, Brian Kemp, says he's watching the market, though. He says that before making a decision before he makes his decision, he will be looking at the market, and if he decides, he will end up eliminating state gas taxes temporarily. And that is amazing.
About, boy,
that is amazing.
Look, that is amazing. You better be in your bag right before you leave office.
What are we waiting to see, brother? We see what's going on. Bruh, what do you want? The only reason you're waiting to see is because you can afford gas right now, dog. And any reasonable person wouldn't know. There would be no wait and see. It would be like, oh, I already see. Let's get this gas down. Like, bruh, what?
So technically, and this is what the Trump administration, not, play devil's advocate, this is what they've been saying. Technically, when the gas prices shot up like they did, that was a reaction. They didn't need to go up that high originally, because it wasn't like we hit this war and then oil just ran out. Like, we still have the same trucks moving. Like, nothing would have changed from day 1 to day 2 of that war popping off or any of these moves out there. It's really week like 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Like, if the oil is actually impacted, that we should be seeing really widespread problems. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they were saying, okay, since this is just the market reacting, in a couple of weeks it should go down. Mm-hmm. But now, to your point, that Iran is very clearly holding that Strait of Hormuz up and
Right.
saying we popping off out here.
Wait and see. What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for, Mr.
You're
Kim?
right. I give you that. What are we waiting for? But he historically, history shows us that he has been doing this for a while now. Like anytime something big happens, I think for the past 4 years, anything that's big that's happened, he would do something like this. Like apparently he has suspended or eliminated gas tax back in 2022 during the Russia-Ukraine war. Or oil prices shot up. He eliminated those taxes. Again, he did it in 2023 during the record inflation that we was having. And then in 2024 during Hurricane Helene, he did the same thing. So, I mean, 2024, 2026, he might do it for us for real. He might do it for us for real.
He gives people rebates.
I mean,
he
really, man, I'm gonna miss him, bro. I'm gonna miss him. So but just, dang, I sound like I'm glazing a little bit,
But at the same time, like our politicians are so crazy
That's what
and
it
like
is.
insane and seemingly selfish with our money. The fact that Georgia, I'm pretty sure Georgia operates at a surplus. You might need to look that up.
We do
But so
operate.
that's why they keep trickling it back down to us instead of spending it on lobster tails and violins and all the crazy stuff that some of these departments like they don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Real
So
talk.
I'm like, man, you.
Just so you are aware, though, just so you could kind of get a gist of if he exempts those taxes, what it would look like. So back in 2022, during the Ukraine and Russia war, gas prices fell about 20 to 25 cents. You think that may not be a lot, but that's a good bit. In Georgia, the state tax right now is about 31%. So that's the maximum that they would end up suspending it. It could be anything below that 31 cent goal. So we'll have to see. But 31 cents taken away from $3 and some change, that helps me out a lot.
Look, man,
that helps me out a lot.
I ain't mad at it.
Hey. Yeah, shout out to him. But he's still watching. We still watching. So yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's see here. How long? I don't know what y'all want to do next per se.
I'm with whatever.
So, because I'm curious about this. I guess I'm curious about this. The Trump election case here in Georgia has already been dropped, but apparently there is a new legal battle with this happening right now. So, and we've had this story in here to talk about for days now and haven't gotten around to it. So I'm really curious what this is.
All right, so real quick, if you don't remember, Fulton County indicted Trump back in 2023 and a couple of his co-defendants on a RICO charge, on a RICO Act.
Yeah.
The case was accusing Trump and several of his allies of working together to try to overturn the Georgia 2020 election results. But the case ultimately fell apart after some stuff came out. Some real messy stuff came out. DA Fannie Willis was disqualified because of it. Now, what was she disqualified for? Well, she was disqualified after it was found out that Fannie had a romantic relationship with a special prosecutor that she hired to help lead the case. So the judges ended up hearing all this. The news got out and they dropped her from the case. And then ultimately the whole case completely fell apart. So fast forward to today. You fast forward that today, even though the criminal case is over, it sparked a new legal fight. 14 former defendants, including Donald Trump himself, are now asking the court to give them their money back. They are requesting close to $17 million back in legal fees that they claim they spent defending themselves during this whole entire RICO case.
Bro.
The unfortunate thing is that could fall on us, the taxpayers. This could ultimately mean that if we have to pay them back, it falls back on the taxpayers. The judge recently decided that since Georgia Court of Appeals had already disqualified Fannie Willis and her office from this, she has no say-so in this whole entire debacle. So she can't really say much about it. So again, you know, the court, Fulton County Court, can speak up and try and say, hey, we ain't gonna pay you that much. But ultimately, it's gonna fall back on us if we do have to pay them back that much.
That is so annoying.
Over something, and it's just something so
something so stupid.
So stupid.
It's so stupid that you just wonder about how stupid it is, because it's just like it is not often that a president is under investigation for anything. especially not like something crazy like Trump election fraud. I mean, that's crazy. Everybody was rooting for you, girl.
Real talk.
And you managed to do this?
It's so disappointing, man. And I don't even want to harp on it too much because, I mean, it's historical. I mean, she was able to indict a whole president. You know, she'll go down in history for that. But then she'll also go down in history for how it folded.
Because imagine, I mean, you got to be the lady that fumbled this case because of your man. It's Women's History Month, and I will not, because I don't want to even talk about a woman, because I have a lot of respect for Fonnie Willis, when she was like, y'all ain't doing crime in Atlanta. I'm coming after all y'all. I'm coming after Young Thug. I'm coming after like all y'all. And I'm like, you know what, girl, that is your job. You are supposed to keep us safe. So, you know, pop off, queen. So when I was just so disappointed.
Yeah, it was hurtful.
And now they're trying to come get their money back.
17 mil, and it might be us that have to pay it back at that.
Including Trump, including the president. Imagine your president trying to get money from a state, talking about, y'all shouldn't have never.
Who is us?
You.
Taxpayers.
Us.
Looks like I won't be paying taxes this year. I got me wrapped up in all y'all mess.
Okay, so since we did tease the drone story, apparently this is your little neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Roswell is considering drones that could respond to 911 calls in under 60 seconds.
Hello, and we gonna need it. City leaders are considering a 1-year pilot program that would allow drones to respond to 911 calls in less than 1 minute. The proposal would be done in partnership with the drone technology company Brink. Under the plan, drones could automatically launch the moment a 911 call is placed, flying to the scene in under 60 seconds. Police officers could also deploy a drone themselves using their radios while responding to an emergency. The idea is simple. Get eyes on the situation before officers arrive, which is the smartest thing to do. According to Brink Vice President David Bino Witz, the drones can quickly categorize calls by severity and give first responders an overhead view of what's happening. That information could help police determine whether they're dealing with a missing person, a suspicious situation, or something potentially dangerous. And the technology could also help protect officers. The conversation about this technology intensified after the death of Roswell police officer Jeremy Labonte, who was shot and killed last year while responding to a suspicious person call. Crazy thing about that story real quick is that is my fiance's best friend's brother's best friend.
Oh,
what?
Wow. My fiance's brother's best friend's brother. Crazy.
Man.
Crazy.
So y'all got money?
No. Well, Roswell has money.
Oh, okay.
Roswell definitely has money. But I think this is a great idea. City leaders say drones can help officers evaluate dangerous situations before stepping into them. Which, I mean, yes. But also, I don't think this should have started in Roswell first. I think they probably should have put this in Atlanta first, south side of Atlanta, west side of Atlanta, east side of Atlanta. I think this should have been in the city first before Roswell. I mean, you're not, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. It ain't too much going on up here, dog.
You're not getting no use for real.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Alpharetta, Roswell, ain't too much going on, bro. We up here chilling for real. So if you put it in Atlanta and actually see how it works,
right?
You know what I mean? Let's see how this actually will work. I think that would have been a better move, but also you probably wouldn't have got your drone stolen. So, in Roswell, you know what I'm saying? Your drone is very much so safe out here. So, but I think this is dope. I think this is a cool push to technology and more safety.
Yeah.
Just like the robo-dogs. I think this is just implementing more safety in the city. And it's a cool way to do it.
Can you imagine in the future when there are just roving drones everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, but it will get a little annoying when, you were speeding. Now they don't need an officer. They just need, making sure everybody's doing. Boy.
Hover over your car.
Look.
1984 type of stuff.
Look.
It's a good book.
You hear it. You see it. Mm-hmm. But that does it for us. Thank you so much for hanging out today. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Yo. Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's gonna trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.